Hey folks, I'm here on the Tears compound, the Tears missionary compound. This is the largest compound where they have the high school. They have other pieces of property where they have elementary school. They also have a primary level school. They've got basically, I think it's about 5 locations around the La Vega area and the rural and barrio area where they're doing a work to educate, and also not just educate children from say 1.5 up to high school age, but they also have a college program to help fund college for graduates out of the Tears High School. And here in the Dominican Republic, in the La Vega area, they do things to try to help the natural man. The Tears organization does. They have a water purification where they're providing pure water where it's very much needed in the La Vega area in particular. Other programs they have, well, as a matter of fact, you're seeing behind me here, these are super large tanks, and yours truly was able to fund this project for them to be able to do fish farming, aquaponics, where they're raising fish. They're raising thousands of pounds of fish per annum, per year, basically. Once they're up to scale with the 3 tanks, and I think they are now, you're looking at about, for each tank, I think it's every 5 months they can, without, I don't think it's at even full capacity, they're able to harvest 1,000 pounds of tilapia fish out of each tank. Yeah, that's 1,000 pounds, 1,000 pounds of fish out of each tank every 5 months. So that puts you in the neighborhood, you know, getting towards or close to 10,000 pounds of fish. And what they do is they provide it at an economical, less than the actual market retail rate to the folks who are, you know, trying to make it here in the barrio. It is a financially depressed area, and the people really love, you know, the fish, fresh tilapia fish, especially because it's a more economical price that they can reach. And with this aquaponics, they're trying to calibrate things so that these pipes can be used to grow kale with the holes you see. And with aquaponics, for those that are not familiar with that, you take the runoff from the water that has the fish waste, their poop in it, which acts as a fertilizer, and it's a nutrient dense water that they then drain off into these pipes to try to grow vegetation. And they're still working on the vegetation part, but the fish part is really up. They actually want to scale up to more fish tanks. So if you're interested in donating to help the folks in this area and this aquaponics fish farming project in particular, just hit me up on any of my social media and I can get you hooked up. Because actually the director of the Tears organization is a first cousin of mine, who I was involved in his discipleship and when he first came to Christ back in the, I think it was the early 80s. And they've built a structure here. We're on the back side of it. On the front side, it has larger windows with a counter where they can sell the fish. Nice and clean structure they built where they can, things here are done in a very, very professional way. They don't, you know, just because the people that they're serving are poor, skimp on trying to make sure things are sanitary and done in a very efficient manner. So oh, just in the background you may be able to see part of the high school. What they did is they had an ingenious way that they took and were able to purchase the shipping containers and assemble those architecturally together and make a high school. So anyway, what we're gonna do is we're gonna submerge this camera into each one of the tanks and try to give you an underwater view of the fish, and hopefully the fish don't try to nibble on my fingers or anything while we're doing that. We'll try to give you maybe several minutes, give or take, in each tank, and try to get the fish to come and get close to the camera where you can see. Okay, that was tank number 1. Let's go on over to tank number 2, and as we're working over there to tank number 2 with the fish that's maybe a bit older, the director of the Tears Foundation, actually, when he came to Christ, I was instrumental in being part of the ministry where I was instrumental in helping to disciple him. He is a close relative of mine, and we thank God for trying to be in what little part we played in his early Christian life. But that was quite some time ago, in the 1980s, back in California, in the Bay Area. All right, let's see tank number 2. I've got a camera.
Oh yeah. In there is so big.
Yeah, I'll hit that one in a sec. So you see there. What's in there? But what is? Oh no, I understand what you're saying, but is there anything in there?
Yeah, it's
Pescado or? Oh yeah, no. Your trouble. Your trouble. Put let me see. Sometimes you can have like what is crab? That will eat come su pescado that's no sana. Yeah. Cuando pescado no sana, da a la otro animales que comen.
Aquí yo tengo
¿Gato?
Sí.
No sabes. Palabra.
This fish.
Catfish.
Yeah.
Gato pescado.
Yeah.
This is Jeff Day. He is the operations manager of the fish farm aquaponics operation, and he keeps things going, checking on things. Now we're gonna go to tank number 3 that has the biggest, the oldest, furthest along fish in the process here. And yeah, as I hopefully mentioned, my cousin Rod is a director of the foundation, and just had an enjoyable time with him. You see all of the action that's going on. Jeff Day is giving them their dinner, these big ones, and so that's Hey folks, we ran out of battery while we were shooting the largest fish in tank number 3 here, while the operations manager of the aquaponics fish farm setup was feeding them their pellets, and they got quite active. Don't know if I caught that, but we'll submerge the camera one more time in tank number 3 and see if we can't catch some action. They're not as lively. Again, I've had a wonderful time here in Dominican Republic, in La Vega, and the mountains, and the coast, with my cousin, the director of the Tears Mission Foundation Education, water purification, and with the what God blessed us to be able to fund with the fish farming, with the college. Tears is doing so much stuff. I'm looking to try to help get into funding and supporting beyond the fish farming. For those of you that may not know, I'm for decades been involved with various domestic in the United States and international, helping do my part in philanthropy, mission work, showing the love of Christ through sharing the gospel around the world, and also meeting the natural needs of people, feeding them, education, and medicine, counseling. I've done quite a few things, just kind of low-key behind the scenes, helping to support other operations. So let's submerge this camera and let you take one last look. Alrighty, hopefully that was interesting. These fish, they're growing and they will be food for the people of this community at a price that's actually better than significantly lower than the regular retail, which makes it much more reachable for these people in this area that is known for some serious financial struggles. The people struggle, but are wonderful people, very friendly, very gracious, very kind, and hospitable. Despite the meager financial substance that they have, they are very giving. I've found while here. And if you want to help, again, if you want to help them expand, they want to go to 10 tanks. There is you know, a need for it, because even with 3 tanks and each tank able to raise 1,000 pounds of fish every 5 months, they literally run out of fish. The people are asking for the fish even after it's run out, and even though they have to pay, you know, something, it's actually more equitable for them than the regular store. The fact that it's much more conveniently priced for the people in this area, they sell out, and then people are still wanting more because they know it's a great you know, supply of wholesome food at a much more equitable price. Because there's people here that are actually squatters living in basically shanties that they've built on government land. Many people, I've seen so many little, you know, basically shanties that they built in the hillside. But these people, they are hardworking, hustling, in the sense of hardworking people, and they you know, they want to make it. And so what Tears is doing and helping them have a viable, nutritious food source that's reachable, more reachable, you know, to what they can scrape together and afford, is a noble cause. All right, that's it for now on this segment. Contact me if you want to help them expand even further and do even more.